I would say that also, if you are, I want you to let go the idea of you, the being single is not the worst thing that could happen for you. If you believe that you need someone to be your partner, you are susceptible for forms of um, abuse because you are desperate. You will take whatever is there, which means you will not be able to get into red flags. You're going to be like, what's worse than abuse? Being single. And therefore, you're going to be like, I'll take whatever I can get. This is the only thing I can get. I want you to let go of all of that. Your singleness doesn't matter because even with as a partner, you still want to focus on yourself. And you can't expect another human being to do things for you unless it's like, you can discuss on things that you're willing to do certain things for people, but that's not even a requirement. You might be alone for a while and you want to be able to be not necessarily control, but being sustainable, sufficient as a human being, that you can take only things that are for your good. When you're no longer desperate and you let go of the shame of singleness, you can focus on who you are as an individual and what things you like, what things you want to do, the life that you want to have, not your expectations of the society. Then you're like, well, now that I know I'm sufficient for myself, now I will be able to just let in for maybe if there's love. I'm not holding on. I just, I had a relationship, it ended. I've been single since, and I've just been growing into a lot of things that I wouldn't have had as a partner because a lot of these things have to be internal, things that I have to focus on my own. My expectations from society was a lot of masking, a lot of rules that don't even fix humans in general. It's just a rules that they have that it's expected for people that doesn't align with the good of the colony, the good of the self. So I'm letting go of the expectations of that. If something comes along where it aligns with where I believe sustainability as a person, it would just be for love, not for necessity of a person. It would just be, oh, I like that. I want to spend time with that person. At the same time, I want you to know that you think you can only have love from romance means you are limiting yourself from other forms of true love. If you can only get love from romance, you are shortening your experience and your thing as being a human being. So you don't always have to be getting love from romance. You want to get love from community, from family, from friends. You want to have the access to have more connections with humans than just transactional. I get it that there's other things where like, oh well, this isn't, you can believe in equality for whatever relationships you have, friendship, whatever. You can find to make your most equitable position. Um, but to expect that it's always going to be, oh, I want this to be almost entirely transactional, then you're not going to have a real connection based on what you're expecting of people. If you can just let people be people, you can be people, you can be your own people, then everything can just be more experiences of other human beings without having to hold it as uh, another form of rule, another form of transactionals. And It's like things that will not give you what you want anyway because you're putting it on the desperation as I need from people. You do, it's not the way you think it is. You think people are supposed to do good things for you, but you just want to do good things together. You're actually supposed to be very social as a human, which means sharing almost entirely. If it's not I'll take this, you have this, it's do you want some of this? I'm going to have some of this. Why don't we all share? I mean, it's going to take a long for people to understand this because capitalism and all that. Because capitalism wants you to think you're always isolated. Um, and that's why you only see things as transactional because the capitalism has only propagandized you for that, indoctrinated you for everything is a transaction. Let go of that. Say, if it doesn't align with me, I don't need to be there. Um, if I'm only expecting a certain transactional thing, I would consider that as paying people or being paid, and that's just another job. So if you want to have true love and connection of humans, you want to let it be the way it is and be more sharing for other people. And especially you don't even have to think about having a romance. You're too close on that. You're too I need a romance. But why? Why do you even think you need a romance at all? Because of indoctrination about propagandization about all of these nuclear family bullshit. And you're just like, I can't be alone. Why? You should go think about if why are you never allowed to be alone at all, and why can't you find connection with people who don't have transactional relations? You can just be like, I can just go to the farmers market. You can just get connected with other things. Like the protesting that they're having right now is a good way for you to think about. Well, guess what? People come together. It's the library, man. I don't think the government is taking down immediately. I think we're probably gonna fix up everything out. We're gonna like write things better. I mean, the American Empire is gonna be not the way it is. If we want to keep the good, like I do with religion, I'll take what I like and then I'll create other things that don't. The rest of it, I'll just fucking throw that away. I'll take only the good things and start creating all of these systems that I want to appreciate. So when we let go of all of that for America, we'll take good things. Like we have good things, like the library. We have good things for there's rules and laws for, you know, small businesses, especially farmers markets. There's a lot of things that you could have for all of these things in the government. You just need to find things that are good. When we start saying we don't even need that anymore, it's not going to be, it's either going to be doesn't even fucking move anymore, it's just there, or you just get rid of it entirely. It's just non-usable and we don't use it anymore. We take the good shit from it. That's what we'll do with the government, and that's what you can do that with your own personal experience as this life. And you don't have to hold it as transactional because we're not going to keep this capitalism as long as you're thinking it is. Um, it's going to be dissolving now. It's 2025 now and it's 2026 tomorrow. It's the next year. You're fucking done, okay? Um, the empire is over. Our best bet is to connect more with human beings and be more sharing. That's why I always keep saying, for the good of the colony, I want for a community, I want literal communism, I want giving a shit about other people. So, you don't want to have to wait on a romance. It will come to you. The people, when you're living the life that you want, people will also have those same values that you do. You'll find people. It's not just, you're not just keeping the door open for just anyone to come in. You're going to set your own boundaries for what you expect of those people. You're like, this is what I value, this is what I do, and you're going to see community for that value. People will connect with you and you'll be able to see, oh, maybe this is romantic too, because you're almost entirely self sufficient, that it's just to be there for love. It's nice to have sharing, which means sometimes services, sometimes, um, uh, sometimes finances, whatever, you know. When it's a sharing teamwork, you're going to be better than you are. So don't expect a romance immediately. I've let myself go of that type of thing. It's like, I still use dating apps, kinda. I don't expect shit. So I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. I'm still addressing all of my things that goes on. If it's love, it's love. We'll see. I'm not having any immediate, oh, I'll go ahead and have a wife immediately. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to get even married because ultimately, I don't know. For taxes, I don't know. Like, what's the point? You're married and then you get divorced. And I'm like, why not just you have your love now? If you're expecting to have a divorce anyway, it means you would just shift your beliefs, or vice versa. It doesn't change and you just not be there anymore, and that's okay. You can just have your love from different phase of your life. It's not always expected to be all we're allowed to change. So even then, what's so bad about that? I don't like having to pay for a lawyer, all right, for a divorce. I'd rather just, you know what, this was nice, we had another 10 years and we can just change it at some point. I don't see that as a bad thing. I also am polyamorous because I don't even like always having as much sex anyway. So I still understand how people would just like want more other things because I because I'm a commie. So there you go.